Well, right now I can tell you the roads are a bit slick. We've already seen some spinouts. We're on 94 eastbound, right? We'll go to the video right now, and we'll show you everything that's happening. You can see the shine off of the roads here, 94 eastbound here, and this one car ahead that's flashing the lights, the hazards, because they've seen what we've seen, cars spinning off into the ditch. Also, a couple of notes from our Fox 2 assignment desk, northbound M39 at McNichols, a 10-car spin out there. Also, numerous spin outs, I-94 in Mount Elliott, and we're hearing that the ice covering over on the mixing bowl at 10 and Losser. A car slipped off the freeway and slid down the hill. We even saw someone earlier tonight that needed help, so we jumped in to give a hand. Fox 2 News literally working for you as photojournalist Coulter Mitchell and I pushed a woman and her car out of a snowbank at a Midtown Detroit gas station. A hard situation to avoid since many of the roadways from Detroit's New Center area to the surrounding metro region were unforgiving against the frigid Christmas week elements. Case in point, this spin-around highway crash taking out this car's front end. The treacherous conditions a major concern for those who had no choice but to hit the road in order to catch a flight from Detroit Metro Airport. Otis Smith and his family are headed to North Carolina.
Yeah, they were slow and slippery. I mean, obvious with the wind, but definitely, I mean, speeds were below 40 miles an hour coming on the highway.
Of course, much of the road conditions depended on the routes many took to the airport in the first place.
Coming in, they were pretty good. I mean, the main roads were tricky, like we came out 8 Mile Road, and it was, it wasn't ideal, but it was okay. But once we got onto 275, it was decent. It was really, really clean.
After getting to the airport, it's all about the sight you don't want to see on the computer screens. Scores of flights delayed or canceled altogether. Or worse yet, the waiting game. This father and son are headed to Raleigh-Durham.
Flight is delayed. We've been checking it. Well, it was originally supposed to be in the afternoon, and we found out yesterday it was postponed till 10:30, and then it was postponed to 12:45 a.m. So we got a late night ahead of us, but we're game. We want to go on our trip.
We were expecting our flight to be canceled, so we were surprised when we did not get the call. But obviously we're not taking off yet, but we're hoping it takes off though.
So far so good, right?
So far so good.
We flew from Boston.
What was that like for you, flying in from Boston to here?
It was pretty bad. Our flight's delayed like 5 hours. So, yeah, I've never seen this before. I'm from Europe, and I've never experienced in Celsius like minus 30, I think, outside.
Back live, 94 eastbound, just entered the city of Detroit, and again, you can see a little bit more snow drift coming on the roadway there. Also, another note to pass along, I-75 is bad in Madison Heights there, so a lot of issues have been going on all across the metro region. If you have to go out, take your time. If you're catching a flight, certainly check your flight times, because again, there have been about 300 cancellations today, so make sure you still have a flight going into the overnight hours and tomorrow. And if you're making your way to the airport or wherever for that matter, make sure you give yourself extra time. We always say it, but when you look at these conditions, you really have to. We're live in Detroit along 94 eastbound. Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News, back to you.
Dave, you've been on the roadways all evening, and of course, great advice to take your time, but our drivers taking that advice right here, right now.
I think most are. Well, let's show the road one more time. This person here right behind us, they've got the lights flashing, so they're taking their time. But we've seen a lot of spin-outs, and I think just as we prepared for this broadcast, we saw maybe 3 or 4, Coulter, would you say? I think about that. So some people, if they hit a slick spot or if they were going too fast, some people say four-wheel drive, they can take it. Well, a lot of times you see all 4 wheels going in the same direction into the ditch. In situations like that, you got to be careful.